24/7 Teachers Training, a lesson-by-lesson tutorial for homogeneous teaching. We are an EdTech textbook publisher.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear teacher. I welcome you on behalf of the Snowman publishers to an online tutorial on section 1 of the chapter 10 of Science Grade 4, which covers the topic Paper and Clay Craft. The video will cover basic craft making, techniques of cutting, tearing, folding, and pasting, model making with clay. So let's get started with the teaching plan. Welcome the students to class and greet them pleasantly. Ask them how are you and tell them that they'll be learning about some paper crafts. To begin, you may ask the students what crafts they can make out of a paper. Most students know one or more paper games and simple paper boats to make with paper. For a quick activity, you may ask the students to take a paper and make the simplest craft they know as quickly as possible. This may be done in the form of a light competition, and the first to compete will be appreciated by the rest of the class. Ask the students to look at the images of different tools on the textbook and say their names aloud. To make it more engaging, you may arrange the craft making tools beforehand, place them on the table. Then seek the volunteers to tell their names and say what each tool is used for. List the different paper craft techniques on the board, such as tearing, folding, cutting, pasting. Most students are familiar with these techniques. Hence, ask if any student is willing to demonstrate a technique of his or her choice. Help them when they start and correct them if they make a mistake. When a student is done, discuss with the class and seek suggestions if they think it could have been done differently. Remember, craft making is a practical subject. Therefore, ensure that you involve all the students in hands-on learning activity. In case of shortage of time, you may demonstrate a technique in front of the class and ask the students to repeat the same while remaining seated at their seats. Distribute the paper materials needed to make an envelope. Remember to ask the students to bring any materials they need to bring from home a day before. Tell them to follow the steps given in the textbook and make an envelope. Take a round in the class and help the students who might find it difficult. For ease, the activity can be done in groups initially, and later the students might be asked to make envelopes by themselves. Give the students safety instructions about using scissors and ask them if they might like to add something else. You may also discuss the hazards of not using the scissors carefully. Then instruct the students to make greeting card and face mask using the techniques of cutting, folding, tearing, and pasting. When some students are done, seek a few volunteers to bring their cards up front and show it to the class while they describe which of the 4 techniques they have used in their card or mask. Ask the students to name a few more paper crafts that can be made using these techniques. Remember to ask the students to bring their clay samples a day before. Show them how to make 3D models of different shapes with your own clay sample and make sure that the steps are visible to every student. Ask the students to repeat these steps. For an activity, ask the students to make a clay model of their choice and then present it to the class. For homework, you can ask the students to make a simple paper mat or a paper craft of their choice. Thank you, Honorable Teacher, for your listening. Allah Hafiz.